Hello, hello! Perfidious Pete here, back again and ready to hunt up one nefarious necromancer who's currently lurking somewhere in the shadowy, dangerous depths of Perfidious Manor in Darkest Dungeon. That's right, we finally had enough of the necromancer's corpse-buggering, butthole-masked bullshit, and this time we're dispatching a hit squad to end his ass once and for all. Though, having just said that last sentence, I now realize it didn't come out quite like I intended, what with the buggery and buttholes and ass ending. It sort of sounded like discarded dialogue for the Zed character from Pulp Fiction. I can pretty much hear that right in my head now. Yeah, that's right, boy. We's gonna end that ass as soon as Maynard's done waking up the Gimp. We're gonna have ourselves a good old mud hole stomping good time. Oh boy, yeah, you wait, boy. Yeah. See what I'm talking about? Takes on some seriously sinister overtones in that context, but I don't know. Let's just abandon that. Let's put the unintentional Tarantino dialogue aside for a moment and instead focus on the ass ending. And just to be clear, I'm talking about killing the necromancer, not the basement hillbilly butt stuff. Not that there's anything wrong with basement hillbilly butt stuff, if that's what you're into. So long as it's consensual, that's, you know, what two consenting hirsute leather daddies do in a pawn shop cellar is nobody's business but their own. I'm just going to leave it at that. So, instead, let's get to work engineering the downfall of our friendly neighborhood corpse magician here. We have a team that's ready to go. Halfcock Jack, Roderick Usher, Randolph Carter, and Madeline Usher. But before we can take them in to tangle with the necromancer, or possibly the evil Zed, we are going to need to pop them some upgrades. Fortunately, we have an abundance of cash with which to do that, so let's get to work here. It's level 4 abilities across the board, or... Wow, we can fully upgrade them. I'm not, you know, I was going to say I'm not sure we can afford it, but I'm not sure we can't, I'm not sure we can actually afford to not fully upgrade them. So that's got Halfcock Jack fully loaded. Can do the same thing here. Oh, this is getting very expensive. Same thing for Roderick. On the plus side, we only have to fully upgrade 4 of them. Which is good because Randolph Carter is the entire way not upgraded. Randolph, how did you survive the dungeon this long with such terrible abilities? That cost a fortune. Madeline is going to be similarly a fortune, but she's the one unit we really need to upgrade more so than even anyone else. And that has almost completely wiped out our monies. Which sucks, because I was hoping we could head to the blacksmith and possibly upgrade a few weapons as well. Yeah, there is no way we can afford that. Absolutely not. I would very much like to upgrade our weapons and armor to level 4, but we can't afford it. Not if we're going to provision the mission, so let's head on down to the embarkation point instead and see what we've got. The necromancer is on the table, right? Yes, he is. And at this point, considering the fact that we've burned all the cash we had in the universe, seems like killing him is going to be the way to go, because it's the only way to really get our money back. Although that Warren's mission, there's some promise there as well. Nah, we're going to kill the necromancer. I said we were going to kill the necromancer, damn it, I meant it. Let's get to work, we're going to get it done. So, let's slot everybody in. Randy, you're going in a 3rd slot. Madeline, your stress is a little higher than I'm comfortable with, but we're going to have to make do. Let's take a look at trinkets just to make sure everybody's good. Halfcock Jack is really sort of perfect in a trinket department. I don't know what we could do that would possibly improve his chances any. Having his speed go up slightly would be good, but he's already got a speed bonus. Do we have anything else that gives speed? Let's just take a quick look. I wouldn't mind giving him some more speed. I don't like the fact that that comes with an accuracy penalty. The moon ring would be good if we were running double dark, but we're not. No, Halfcock Jack is pretty much as well kitted as we can do. Roderick Usher, what are you wearing? You have a caution cloak. And that's it. You know, I don't think we've ever seen a Crusader-only item. Just kind of throwing that out there. I don't think we have anything that's specifically designed for Crusaders. I do not want to give you an accuracy penalty. The dodge stone is not terrible. His dodge is okay. It does have an accuracy penalty. It's very small. Nothing that Roderick Usher couldn't overcome. Come on, this guy is the people's champion. He is the Rock. He is the Dwayne Johnson of our crew. He's the people's champion. I mean, we didn't pick him as the champion. The people picked him. This didn't come from us. I am going to give him a dodge stone. I can take the 2 accuracy penalty for the extra dodge. I think it's probably a fair trade. Randolph, what have you got? Our newly acquired Demon's Cauldron, and I'm pretty sure that's the only thing we're going to have you carry. We looked at your trinkets last time. Madeline, what have you got? 20% chance to stun skills, bonus to stun resistance, and a penalty to dodge. That is not terrible. I actually want to look and see if maybe Lucy has something that would be better off for you. Bonus healing received. Eh. Both of those items have penalties to hit points. I'm not overly enthused with that. Chrisani, I don't suppose you have any trinkets. Actually, you do. You have very... Okay, well, we've got to switch that then. You know what? I'll let you keep the one that has the accuracy penalty. You're cool with that one, Chrisania. But I'm gonna have to... I'm sorry, I'm stealing your profane scroll. Madeline Usher needs it more. She's going to deal with the Necromancer, for crying out loud. I mean, this guy raises corpses from the dead and bends them to his will. I think it's a little more important that she has it than you do, and you're just sitting in a fucking bar, aren't you? No, you're not even at the bar. You couldn't even get out of bed this morning to go get wasted. You're just lying around like a loser. Alright then, let's provision this shit. We got our trinkets sorted. We're gonna want food. A lot of food. I'm thinking all the food. Or as much as we can reasonably afford. 2 full stacks, and I'm taking 8 extra. This could be a very long mission. Shovels. I'm bringing a full stack of shovels as well. Torches. If we're going to skimp on anything, actually, I would tend to skimp on torches. I'm going to bring 14. I find that's about the perfect number for medium-length missions. Then it's a key. We're in the, you know, medicinal herbs. We don't really need those. We're going to be in the ruins. Let's take a holy water. And you know what? Let's take an anti-venom instead. We don't normally take anti-venoms. Let's try this out. That only leaves us with 1,800 gold. So this is kind of a do-or-die sort of thing.
I entertained a delegation of experts from overseas, eager to plumb the depths of their knowledge and share.
Well, it's never good to plumb anyone's depths, especially if you're doing hillbilly basement butt stuff.
To yield wondrous and terrifying results.
You didn't expect terrifying results from a guy wearing a mask that's shaped like a human butthole.
I murdered them as they slept.
Oh, well, okay. Never mind then. I guess you're a turncoat, treacherous son of a bitch. The guy in the butthole mask apparently should have been wary of you, not the other way around. Let's get started then and take a look and see what our map looks like. You know, all things considered, this is not terrible for us. It's either going to be probably here or in one of these 2 terminuses. So let's go this way, and hopefully we can get lucky and do some scouting. Do want to make sure everybody's skills are exactly what I'm looking for. Alright, Half-Cocked Jack is sorted. Roderick, solid. Man, look at the fancy new duds on Randolph Carter. He's looking swank in his new robe. I gotta say, Randy, that's some sweet-ass shit you got going there. Look at that fancy red trim with the skull tied up. You look fucking styling, bro. Randy's skills are solid. Madeline Usher, of course. We don't really deviate her skills, so she's gonna be good, too. Everybody's looking tough. Look at this team, man. They look hard. These are some grizzled veterans here. These guys have seen some shit. Look at the look of determination on Half-Cocked Jack's face. He's ready. He's eager to kill. Let's give him a shot. Randolph Carter, of course. There's nobody who's going to be checking anything mysterious except for you, buddy. You are the champion of finding the things.
Even the cold.
We brought 4 shovels. We've gone 3 tiles, and we've used 2 fucking shovels. All right, Darkest Dungeon. This is how it's going to be, huh? This is the way you want to play it? Alright, alright. No, that's fine. I see how you are. Scumbag piece of shit. At least you gave me the scouting. I'll give you credit for giving me the scouting. Okay, so no Necromancer there. And also we would have to use another shovel. The treasure is very tempting. But what we may do, if this mission goes well, we may circle back for that. I just want to make sure we are going to have enough shovels to get to the Necromancer before we go picking any unnecessary fights. So let's just go this way. This is going to be the most likely path to the Necromancer then. No battles here. We have an altar. This will give somebody a buff. If we're going to buff anybody, who would we want that to be? I think probably Half-Cocked Jack is the right choice there. Alright, so that's got a nice plus 20 damage buff. That's going to make Half-Cocked Jack's point-blank shot effectively amazing for us. Randolph Carter, books are your job. Thanks for getting all the stress in the universe. Oh, nope, never mind. See, I'm telling you, there is something about occultists. Randolph Carter can read these books and he never gets stressed from it, despite the fact that that was clearly a I got stressed thing. And also, he did not get any additional quirks, because he already believed he was possessed by demons. I say that like it's a good thing, but whatever. Insy Winsy. Oh, the light ticked just under. Thanks, light. Alright, so point blank shot. This is probably going to get a kill on this bone bowler. Yep, a critical. One shot, one kill. Half-cock Jack is not dicking around. These guys, I'm telling you, our team is super fucking motivated today. They are on point and ready to murder. This is going to be brutal for the undead bastards in here. I mean, they've already died once, so they're not really afraid, but if they could be afraid of getting killed again, goddamn they would be. And then Randolph Carter stabs him in the face for 6 and makes me look like an asshole. On the plus side, this could get a kill. Or not. Do we go for the kill on this last unit, or do we heal Randolph Carter? I think we go for the judgment. Let's do it. You have been judged, sir, and found wanting. Madeline Usher? That is Madeline Usher, right? She's having none of your shit. Grape Shot Blast? Let's do it. With the plus 20 damage, 15 aggregate is pretty solid output. Nice dodge from Roderick Usher there. Sir Roderick. Also very determined. It's just hard to tell behind that giant metal face mask he wears. Let's get a Divine Grace on the good doctor here. Old Randolph Carter ready. Facial stabbing, even a bad one should finish that guy off, and it certainly did. And Randolph Carter with a smite for the win? Eh, not quite. I mean, it was a smite, but didn't get the win. Facial stabbing? There's the Randolph Carter we've all come to know and love. Wielding the sacrificial dagger with adept skill that believes us to be that he is Yog-Sothoth. Yog-Sothoth? Whatever. He's some kind of elder abomination. There's a reason he's so good at sacrificing bitches to his god. Because he's had a lot of fucking practice, that's why. Off we go then. Do need to bump old half-cock Jack back to the front so we can take advantage of that brutal point-blank shot of his. Oh, no. Randolph Carter looks in things. You're keeping it, huh? For all your hard work. All 2 rooms of it. You're a selfish jerk, Roderick Usher. Selfish jerk. That's why your sister Madeline had to call your best friend to come and try and cheer you up out of your melancholy. Because you're such a selfish jerk. That's why. Jerk. Here's a fight for us. This should be a pretty easy win. I can't imagine that this doesn't get the kill. It's minimum damage. Well, not quite. It could do 11 as a minimum. And that would have not gotten the kill. But it didn't do exactly the minimum amount of damage and did get the kill. This guy is different. I don't know as we've fought a bone spearman before. That was a lot of fucking stress. Alright, so this guy's got to die. We can't take another tempting goblet from that bone noble. That did quite a bit of damage. I think we go for the stun here. Mostly because I'm not entirely sure what this guy can do. We got lucky there and did get the stun. Randy, we need this guy dead. What's your hit percent? 80%. What are you with the Zealous Accusation? Also 80. Unless it does minimum damage, he's dead. So, of course, it does minimum damage, which means somebody's going to get another cup of blood thrown in their gob. Roderick, I'm beginning to doubt your chops, sir. Fortunately for you, Randolph Carter is there to clean up your mess with an adroit facial stabbing.
As victories mount, so
hey,
too will resistance.
Darkest Dungeon, can I just say, I have like 5 of these. Nobody wears them. Could you maybe stop giving me these things? I don't want them. Yeah, just throw that on the garbage. Just throw it on the ground. It's completely worthless. It's beyond worthless, actually. We burn a torch here. I think the answer is yes. We want to try and get as much scouting as possible so that we can see what's in those 2 rooms. And I should have reordered our party because we're definitively going to have a fight here. This means no lead point-blank shot for Half-Cock Jack. We're going to have to start off with a Grape Shot Blast. That was a mistake on my part. Fortunately for us, we did get some very solid damage output out of that, so it didn't completely bone us. Much like these guys, they're completely boned, right? Yeah, you're right, that was not funny. 8 damage. This is these tempting goblets. These are the things we need to start dodging, folks. Those are the dangerous attacks. Nice output from Sir Roderick. You could have done one more, Randolph, and made me a little happier by killing that bone noble, but I guess I really shouldn't be bitching when you already critical. Might be asking a little too much. Knockout from Randolph Carter. That guy, of course, was stunned, and a Grape Shot Blast should get potentially 2 kills here. Yep, sure did. And this guy is not exactly in fantastic shape. Randolph, I would actually rather have you weird reconstruct. So, you're going to play this game too, huh, Randolph? Apparently, this I only do 2 damage thing is an epidemic that's spreading amongst our occultists with an alarming rapidity. I'm very displeased by the number of units that have been doing 2 damage with their heals lately. And by that I mean all of them have been doing 2 damage with their heals lately. This is intriguing. I mean, we're definitely taking the cash. We could use the crest, honestly. The medicinal herbs, we specifically abandon ourselves. I would like to use this key. Let's... How many torches do we have here? Is that just one torch? That is 2 torches. Our light level's already full, isn't it? Yeah, it is. What do we want to discard? We could eat some food. Let's just get rid of this anti-venom. We're going to get rid of that. We'll take the crests. The medicinal herbs I didn't even trouble to buy, so I'm not too worried about bringing those. And we will fill up an inventory slot here when we use this skeleton key. Although, arguably, we don't need the key because this is an heirloom chest. 50 gold and an emerald. Actually, the gems are good. I don't mind stacking up the gems. And we did get scouting. Perfect. That couldn't have gone better had we planned it. So the question is, do we camp now? Or do we fight these 2 fights, camp, come back, and then go for the necromancer? Our inventory is a little full. That's the issue. But it's not going to get less full after we fight the necromancer, that's for sure. I think we go for the extra rooms. I'm getting a little greedy here. This may come back to haunt me. Why did you not empty the sack there? Come on. Sacks are your job, Randolph. 750 gold. That's a good find. This is not a particularly dangerous fight right here. And again, we are out of order, but the Grape Shot Blast is honestly going to be the better overall damage output anyhow. Don't really have much objection to that. Nice facial stamping. Randolph Carter sacrificing another enemy to Yogg-Sothoth. Gonna go for the Dazzling Light on the Spearman. Just looking for a stun here, which we got. Excellent. And bump in the night. Ha! Sir Roderick is on to you. We've been fighting you bone conscripts for a good long while. We know exactly how to deal with your bullshit. I'm considering doing an Inspiring Cry on Madeline Usher, though. In fact, that's exactly what I'm going to do. Got 3 heal out of that. Mostly I'm worried about the stress reduction. I have a feeling that we're not going to have a whole lot of trouble killing these guys. Take the Spearman if you would. Thank you. Now, do we kill this guy or heal? You know what? We're going to try and milk this one a bit. Let's go for the group heal. We're going to try and get Roderick Usher to do one more stress relief attack for us, which he dodged, so it's not even going to cost us. This is going to be free stress relief. Going to throw that also at Madeline. There we go. And then we'll just have old Half-Cocked Jack go ahead and kill this guy. Bam. And end of... So that combat turned out very nicely for us, except for the fact that we've got some gold here we can't really do anything with. Do we want to get rid of something? Let's get rid of this citrine. It's only worth 250. The gold is actually already worth more with the potential to stack up to 1,500. So let's continue on then. And we probably will camp in this room. If there's an item or a chest, in fact, we'll probably camp before we open it just to free up potential inventory space. I'm going to burn another torch here as well.
In radiance, may we find victory.
Don't halt us right before we go in the room, Half-Cocked Jack. Every time you do that, it scares the holy living shit out of one of our units. So let's get the Bone Bulwark. Halfway down. That's not a bad start. Probably would have gotten better output. Oh, that's brutal. Half-Cocked Jack is already almost completely killed. We've got to get him healed up. We got 13 of that back, but he is bleeding, which is unfortunate. But we're going to give him the big heal. And that's got him back in fighting trim, save for a little bit of unfortunate bleed. He is bleeding 3. The critical stress attack is unfortunate. So yeah, we're probably definitively going to be camping after this particular room then. Wouldn't have minded if he had gotten pushed back there. Alright, let's go with the Zealous Accusation. 14 aggregate damage is solid. It'll be a Grape Shot Blast here. 1 KO, and again, 15 more aggregate damage, which is acceptable. Madeline Usher's going to do a group heal. That's going to get us 9, which is better than her Divine Grace could put out, so it's overall better. And a facial stabbing would not be unwelcome with a kill here, Randy. There you go, buddy. Nicely done. And that's going to leave the marksman just jabbing. Little knife in the dark from the noble. He must be out of position. I don't have a problem with that. Accusation. J'accuse for 13. Here comes the bayonet jab. 3 damage. Not really a problem. We can handle that. Facial stabbing for Randy. Takes out the noble. Randolph Carter fucking hates royalty. I mean, he's British, so he's got that whole king and country thing, but he's not posh, let's say. So, of course, he has sort of an overly aggressive hatred for the monarchy and, all things royal. Let's go ahead and burn this torch if we can. That'll give us the extra spot for the deed. This chest we're not going to open. We're actually going to camp first. So we're going to camp, we're going to feast. That's going to get us a lot of good stress heal.
Rats in a maze.
And then what we're looking for is to just continue on. Of course, we're going to clean guns because this may be the single greatest camping skill in the game. It is arguably broken powerful. It is ridiculously good. So we're cleaning out the guns. Bandit's Sense for 2 time is actually worth it just if it saves you 1 fight from camping. We have Stand Tall, which gives him stress relief. Zealous Speech, apart from the time it takes, is actually pretty good. It does reduce everybody's stress by 10, so that's an aggregate 40 total stress relief. Well, actually it's 30 because it doesn't work on the companion. But honestly, I think we might be better off just doing some encouragement. We do want to get a Bless in as well. I think the Bless would do well on Sir Roderick. Let's get him blessed. Now, we can chant for 2, which has some benefits as well. None of these are particularly interesting to us. We don't want to spread stress around. We really want to reduce stress. He could encourage. We could have him encourage Madeline. That's only going to talk 2. Let's chant for Sir Roderick, because we know he's religious, so that's going to get us 15 stress relief from Sir Roderick. Then we're going to have Roderick encourage Madeline. So the 2 siblings here really reinforcing each other, drawing on some shared experiences growing up to help get through the dark times. And the only other thing we can do with 1 time left would be to abandon hope. We would actually take a net loss in that because Randy only has 4 stress. So we'll just leave that undone and go ahead and rest. You're blessed with good health for today at least. Well, that's good. Everything's going according to plan. Look at Sir Roderick's stress and tell me everything is going according to plan, Randy. And if everything is going according to plan, I'm not sure it was a fucking very good plan, sir. Check out the heirloom chest. Portraits and crests, which we will take. We have use for those. So we're still hanging on to our key. Gonna head back this way, and I think without any further sort of wasting of time, we're gonna head to the... Why did he take 3 damage, by the way? Was that the last tick of a bleed? Must have been the last tick of that bleed. You know what? We're gonna patch that up with a little food. I would like everyone in the best shape possible before we go deal with the old necromancer here. Off we go. Down the final hallway, and this is it, folks. Here comes the true test of faith, whether or not our troopers have what it takes. Oh, don't you... Roderick Usher. Oh, you piece of shit! Yes, fucking lockjaw. Fantastic. Way to give yourself tetanus, you jerk, before the final fight. And we had holy water we could have cleansed that with. Actually, it might be medicinal herbs. Either way, we would have preferred to walk past it, jerk. Oh, I'm salty. Little salty. That was poorly done. This is why you can't have nice things, Roderick Usher. This is why your house fell off of a cliff into a giant pit of doom. Because your curiosity couldn't be sated. Oh no, you had to go poking around in a rusty giant torture device. You couldn't just fucking leave it well enough alone. A critical here would be, amazing, Jack. Amazing. You know what? 20 damage is nothing to sneeze at. We'll take it. 6 feet under. This is going to make some skeletons, I believe. Not just 1. Not a particularly powerful skeleton either. Let's have Randy go for the vulnerability hex. 2 damage, and really all we're looking for here. We got the mark and the debuff. Amazing. That's fantastically well done, sir. Dazzling Light. We are not going to stun the Actually, I was just going to say we're not going to stun the Necromancer, but we actually have about a 50% chance to stun him. I think it's worth it. Okay, we didn't get it, but I don't feel that we were necessarily too terribly harmed by taking a chance. Gonna put some meager damage on both of these targets. Would have liked to get a little more there. This is gonna make another... Yeah, we've got more bone zombies. And this is probably where Grape Shot Blast is gonna really start doing some solid work for us. Good output there. I really don't feel compelled to heal at the moment. I think we're still doing okay. Let's try another Dazzling Light, see if we can maybe get the stun here. Oh, that was monstrous. Way to be, Madeline. Madeline Usher, getting shit done. Realizing her brother is on the very edge of freaking the shit right out. Madeline Usher doing everything in her power to try and carry the team. And we've got the Necromancer almost halfway gone. So let's do a Duelist Advance. Less damage than I would have liked there, but it does set up the point-blank shot. We could try and stun him again, but it's going to be almost impossible. I think we'd be better off to go for the bonus damage here. 6 damage and a little heal from Madeline. Touching it up there. Facial stabbing, of course, for Randy. 12 damage. That's pretty respectable. That's, I mean, that doesn't tickle. 12 damage from Roderick, which, frankly, could have been better. The flesh is willing. So a little hack there, and it steals your breath. What the hell does that mean? I don't know. You should be too terribly impressed by that. And, of course, the point-blank shot now is going to go into this piece of trash. It is dead, so, I mean, we got that going for us, but could have been better. It's time to start doing a little bit of healing, so we're going to go for the group heal from Madeline, just touch everybody up. Randy continues his assault on the butthole mask. He's going to put his knife right in it, except right now, he's going to throw a curse down the little anus of the butthole mask, right in the pipe. Nicely done. Little hack and slash for Sir Roderick, and this guy is only 20 points from death. This could theoretically be a death blow right here, folks. Nope, 8 damage. Did it get to bleed? And he's bleeding. 8 more gets the kill. Flesh is willing, 1 dodge, but the other one connected. That's okay. I have a feeling Sir Roderick is going to be able to finish this out for us. Randolph Carter, if you would, sir, I think the honor of putting the final dagger into the butthole mask should belong to you. You're an integral part of this team, Randolph. You're one of the ones that got us here. Don't think that we forgot that. Also, most of the loot we've ever recovered in our entire career is directly the result of you being a part of our team. So, I think that honor was yours, and rightfully so. So a lot of trinkets here. The Witch's Vial. It's Plague Doctor only. It's really good, though. Medicinal herbs we could have used a few moments ago. Well, first off, let's take the cash, because we can. Also the busts. We don't really have room for those. We're going to hang on to the key. That's a certainty. We definitely want this. The medicinal herbs and this move amulet is... This thing is garbage, actually. So if we want the Witch Doctor's Vial, we have to abandon something for at least 1 turn. What should that... Onyx is 500 gold. We haven't gotten an abundant amount of gold here, and we spent a lot of cash setting up for this mission. We could eliminate the holy water. Let's look at our map very quickly. You know, I'm inclined to hang on to the holy water over the onyx, but I'm not going to. We're going to junk the holy water. Going to take the Witch Doctor's Vial. We're going to close that. So mission's complete. We can always bail out now if things go too terrifyingly bad. We do still want to check out this upper room, however, because there is treasure there, and we have enough shovels to get us through. I think it's worthwhile. I think it's worthwhile for us. We're going to do it. First off, though, Randy, check out this heirloom chest. 600 gold. And I'm glad that we kept the onyx instead of the holy water, because now that stack is worth 1,000. Plus 20 scouting, minus 1 speed for a grave robber. That is not without merit. What would we get rid of, though? We could eat some of this food. I mean, we've already camped, so it's really doing us... Yeah, let's eat the food here. Why can I not eat the food? You're going to make me throw the food on the ground, aren't you, game? Oh, no, never mind. Okay. Alright, so let's nosh up on the food, get all of this gone, free up the space. We will take the Seer's Satchel. I kind of like that. It's minus 1 speed, which is not a huge penalty. Plus 20% scouting chance is actually a fairly significant benefit. And rather, the question now is, do we backtrack over what we know is safe to go to here, or do we take an opportunity to go for some of these unexplained doorways? Now, we do have traps in the road, which is a little troubling, and we don't know what we... You know what? Let's take... If we're going to gamble, let's gamble big. We're backtracking anyway. Let's head to the unexplored territory. Worst case scenario, we can always bail out whenever we need to. So, of course, we get a hunger prompt because we just ate a ton of food. It's the way that works. You're never hungry unless you've just recently eaten. Apparently, the only food we bring into dungeon is Chinese. Our troopers eat it, and then a half hour later, they're hungry again. Vial of holy water would have been very useful here. If we could have emptied this out, we possibly could have gotten some stress relief for one of our heroes. You know what? We're gonna chance the confessional booth anyway. Absolved of a sin. Oh, you got rid of claustrophobia. Well, okay. Really, what we would have preferred to get rid of is fucking kleptomaniac, so his ass wouldn't be just randomly wandering around and stealing shit, but I guess we'll take what we can get. Burn some torches here just to keep our stress as low as possible, so Roderick is already higher than I would like. Looks like an empty room, that's fine. Onward we go, then. So Randy's going to check out this backpack, assuming Roderick doesn't steal everything. Or Madeline. What is up? Madeline and Roderick Usher both just can't keep their fucking hands to themselves. Now you ever wonder how the ushers became 60% traps there. I think actually our cultists. Nope. Highwayman is still the best. So Randy, or half-cock Jack rather, disarming that one for us. Let's put you back in the front so we can get your point-blank shot off. This room should be empty, I believe. Right, it is in fact empty. We did get scouting. What's over here? Another empty room. Let's go this way. I mean, it's the same amount of backtracking either direction. Nicely done, half-cock Jack. Way to stumble onto that one. Picking up some extra stress there for Jack. A little unfortunate. Still, we came in here to kill the Necromancer, and that's a goal we've already accomplished. So really, this mission, regardless of what happens here, and even if we have to put all of our troopers into stress relief afterwards, this mission has still been an unmitigated success. Not only did we beat the Necromancer, I feel that we took him down pretty handily. We didn't just beat him, we beat him by 5 or 6 touchdowns. It was sort of a mercy rule kind of thing. We put in the JV team in the second quarter and, you know, trying to give the guys a chance to at least make it look like a game. And it didn't even help. Even after putting in the junior varsity squad, our team was still holding them completely helpless and continuing to rack up points. It really was a pretty ugly event. We need that shovel. At this point, I think we have to just burn the rest of the torches, take the gold. The reason we're doing that, of course, is because we need gold. We spent a ton to prepare our troopers to take down the Necromancer, and honestly, I think we may have over-prepared slightly. That's a dead bone veteran. Monster critical. We will not complain about the wasted critical, however, because it's not a waste when we get stress relief out of it. Randy, bone noble for you. Stock him in the face. 6 damage is acceptable. That's going to set up Madeline for a little bit of judgment, which is going to get the kill. Nicely done, Maddie. Probably should have considered having Madeline Usher heal. Since we've got this guy surprised, we're going to take a moment and get some cheap stress relief for Sir Roderick. We'll take the freebie. Let's duelist advance. 10 damage is... it's not the greatest damage of all time, but it's good enough. Gonna go for the weird reconstruction. That's got half-cock Jack fully patched up. Can we get the stun as well? Man, our troopers, we've pulled the trifecta. Everything is coming up our guys. A little more stress relief then for Sir Roderick. Another freebie. And then we're just gonna take this guy down with a point-blank shot. Game over. Some extra heirlooms and cash, both of which we needed. Things are going pretty good. Almost to the end of the road here as well. It's like a Boys to Men song, folks. We've come to the end of the road. Though I can't let you go. Nobody wants to hear me sing, so I'm just going to mouth the lyrics because I don't feel the need to hurt you any more than you've been hurt in your life, and nobody wants to hear me sing. My voice sounds like a... That sounds a lot like a can full of garbage, or rather a garbage can full of gravel being rolled down a steep hill. That's how I would most accurately describe it. At this point, fuck the shovel. We don't need that anymore. I do need 3 deeds, though. Watch there be an ossuary or something in here that we have to bust open with a shovel. That would be my just desserts. No, it's a tomb. And we got surprise on the enemy, so once again, we may actually have another opportunity for some surprise. Man, those bone rabble, half-cock Jack just can't not critical them. They are the Pringles potato chips for half-cock Jack. He can't just blow up one. I think we go for the Jacques here. Mostly because I'd like to set up a possible kill with a little bit of grape shot blast from half-cock Jack on our next turn. Maddie's going to go for the stun. See if we can get it. We have had good luck. Yep, and we continue. So our luck with stunning those bone spearmen has been quite good. Holy shit, that was a thunderous blow. Right where it hurts. No fucking kidding, man. Bayonet jab for the enemy is going to cost us 3 damage. That's fine. We're going to weird reconstruct. Give ourselves a bleed. Basically, I'm just trying to get it back to Sir Roderick so that Sir Roderick can give himself some stress relief. We're going to try and milk this guy a little bit. I know you're saying, yeah, it's only 6 stress, but 6 stress makes a difference. That could be the difference between 1 and 2 trips to a stress relief location. And that's got it. Wow, 1,000 gold for that fight.
Awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
Very nice. The gold is really all I want there. We have 2 keys now. We're going to close that. I think we might need a key for this thing. The sarcophagus needs a key, right? Oh, no, it doesn't. It does nothing. So keeping the key was a mistake then. Let's just throw that in the floor. And if we're going to have anybody poke around in a desiccated old tomb or, you know, the guts of a unwrapped mummy, that somebody's going to be Randolph Carter because he brings the fucking hidden treasures, that's why. And there we go. So full looted of this dungeon, there's nothing left for us to do. It's back to the hamlet. Should be a nice little haul in the gold department here. Yeah, that's a pretty good roll. A little over 16,000, almost 16,500. And we did very good as far as heirlooms go. We picked up a number of deeds which we needed to upgrade our blacksmith. A couple portraits, more crests than I'm comfortable with, frankly. We don't have a whole lot of use for those. And some busts as well, which we can use at the sanitarium. So all things considered, quite a solid little mission. And our team of level 4 troopers making it fucking look easy as they take down the Necromancer. Cytomania is not particularly good. Faded, however, is amazing. It's one of the best quirks in the game. Sir Roderick, what'd you pick up? Sir Roderick hates Eldritch now. That's fantastic. And Madeline Usher is a wheeled adventurer, despite the fact that I'm pretty sure Madeline Usher has never set foot in a wheeled. We'll take it, though. We'll take it. Alright, so Django Fett recovered some stress. Lucy also recovered some stress. Fagin meditated. And he got a new quirk, improved balance. Alright then, also 56 success. Wow, so apparently meditation is the thing for Fagin. Guy loves that shit. Pretty good. Alright, well, nothing else on the table. And one thing I do want to mention, if you notice, we do have a couple new buttons up here. This is the new updated version. They actually just updated the game today. And you can now sort your roster lists. You can sort them by stress, by class, by activity, which I'm not entirely sure. I think that means like who was used most recently. Or most usefully, you can sort them by level as well. So just one of the new quirks they have added into the game. Just thought I'd mention that in case anybody was wondering what those buttons were. And with that done, I think we'll go ahead and wrap things up. Of course, if you enjoyed the episode, feel free to drop a like down in the comments section. Your support really does mean a lot to us. And if you'd like to see more Darkest Dungeon 3 times a week, every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, consider subscribing as well. Right now, thanks for watching. We'll see you again soon.